Hello, ladies. I know YouTube hasn't been giving notifications, so if you get a notification, I'm shocked. So thank you for showing up. Hey, CJ, Giovanna, Tamar, okie dokie. At least the fun people are here. Oh, here comes Sandra. More fun. Oh, you got a notification. Great, because a lot of people that I'm subscribed to. The past 3 days they've been having lives. I haven't gotten any notifications. And then, if I know they stream at a certain time and I didn't get the notification, then I go to their channel and it doesn't even show that they're on live. And then later on, the repeat comes on. I go, wait a minute, how come I couldn't find them live? So I'm thankful you guys are here. I'm doing pretty good, Kathy. No complaints so far. I spoke to my parents yesterday. They're in California, and they're in their how old are they? My dad's 87 and my mom's 86. So they're at an age where obviously I'm worrying about them, but they act like, who cares? They go, I'm staying in the house. We're fine. I go, okay. Uh-oh, the popo is in the house. Holy moly. Fun times are here again. They're in Escondido, California, which is about 30 miles north. I mentioned that. Betty, I can't believe you showed your face before the end. What a novel concept. Sandra, what town are you in? I forget. I know I mail stuff to people, but yeah, so I was fooling around with a little something here in the Asian one because I put them together and I was going to put them in the shop, and then I wanted, to add a little something something to them so they'd be a little cuter. And then I thought, wait a minute, I need to show this to the gals so they can put it in their journal because it was kind of cute. And you guys have, I'm sure you got all the stuff to do it, either in your own stash or with the stuff that I included in the kit. So I think you guys will have fun with it. It's kind of, I think it's kind of dramatic looking for how simple it is to make. Let me show it to you. We'll do the da-da, ta-da. And here it is. You get to make a folding screen. Is that cool or what? To put inside of your journal. So, see there, you show it to a friend and they're flipping it and they're going, okay, that's nice. Whatever. Wong, wong, wong. Look how pretty that looks. Hello. I think it looks pretty cool. And what's really cool about this is, once you understand how simple this is, you can put it in any journal and, obviously have it toward the style, of that particular journal and, customize it. But I just think it's just fun. So what we'll do is, because I've got the one that I showed initially, and then this is the one that, we did the cover together. So I'll make one of these, you guys, in a few minutes, see how many people show up, and wait a couple of minutes, and then we will make one of these over here, and then you guys can make one in yours. Woohoo! A little shiny, but you get the idea. Maybe if I prop it up, it won't shine so much. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Well, it's still shiny. It's got that gold on that paper, you know. Okay, so let me see what you guys are talking about. Yeah, social screen, exactly. Uh-oh, I bet you Sandra answered my question. I didn't look. Oh dear. Oh, you're in San Diego. Yeah, perfect. You're just a hop, skip, and a jump from my parents. I used to live in Escondido. My wedding was on Coronado Island. You know where that is, Sandra? I was married in the Hotel Del. You know where that is, Sandra. Yeah, I knew you would. Everybody knows. If you live in San Diego, everybody knows where Coronado Island is. We were we were married in the inner courtyard in the inside of the hotel there in the garden, and that's where our wedding was. Well, you know, Sandra, just between you and me, nobody needs to be hearing this, but they messed up so much in the logistics of what they were supposed to do for me. They didn't have my I had my own bouquet, but I had the um the florist there was supposed to make the boutonnieres and the stuff for the guys and the bouquets for the girls. I show up and that day they hadn't made them. Um, what else? Something else happened. They hadn't done that. And then something else, they were supposed to do a phone hookup for us for an elderly friend of my husband's that couldn't show up. They forgot to do that. I mean, the list goes on. Now, the people at the wedding didn't know what was going wrong behind the scenes. They just thought, ooh, it's a beautiful wedding. It's this, it's that, la di da di da. And but I knew all the things that went wrong. So like with most venues, you have to give 50% up front, and then afterwards you pay the remainder. Well, let me tell you, they did not get the remainder. And I took them to small claims court and I got the other 50%. So my wedding, as far as the venue was concerned, was for free. Hello. I love it. Sit down lunch. I forget how many courses of food, and all that kind of good stuff. Hello, free. Oh, anyway, that's when my husband said, "Look out for her." And it's funny. I'm the type that likes to do everything myself. I'm a very hands-on person, and I really, really wanted to do everything. And I told myself, you know what? I'm only going to get married once, hopefully, and I want to relax and enjoy the day and not stress out. Let's go someplace, let them pay for it so I don't have to think of anything. Well, I ended up I was running around in my wedding dress trying to get things happening. And I was like, oh my gosh, should have been better if I just done the whole thing from the beginning. You can't win sometimes. But the cake was delicious because they didn't make it. A friend of mine made it. It was like about like 5 tiers. It was beautiful. And because it was out there in that courtyard, California, doesn't matter what month it is, you can have rain, you can have sun. And so uh the place that they wanted, that has to be over here where the shade is. So the girl that's putting it up, she's running to me, they're gonna put it in the sun, they're gonna put it in the sun. And I'm going, no, they aren't. So anyway, all of those things, I should not have to be thinking of those things when I am paying a hoity-toity venue to take care of my wedding. So How do I turn off those ding noises? Anyway, so so that was my that was my let somebody else handle it wedding, you know. Oh well. Okay, enough of that. Uh-oh, puppy issues. We need to hear what's going on. What happened with the puppies? Bad puppy issues or just tearing up the floor and the papers and all that kind of good stuff? Oh dear. Okay, so basically what you do, let's see, to make sure I'm in frame when I'm explaining so I don't get hollered at. Turn down the sound on your oh, excellent. I shall do that. See, that's why I need you guys. I get so confused what to do. Okay. Thank you. Good thing I looked up when I asked a question. You know me. I could have got another half hour not knowing what you said. Thank you, CJ. Okay. What we do is you find a page that you don't mind covering up, you know, both sides. And if you can't find one, if you made one like mine that is just, you know, just the elastic, then you can just scoot something in anywhere. You know, just a, oh, here's a good one. Here's a good one because it's plain, plain, and plain, plain. So let's make ours there. Let me see if the measurement ended up being the same as the other one was. Of course, that would be too simple if it is. Uh-oh, this is bigger. It'll work. Do I have to cut stuff? Let me see. Oh, that's fine. This will be hunky-dory. So this measure, of course, all of your books, I can't give you the exact measurements of what you're going to cut because you know your pages may be different when it's open, but you'll see the principle behind it. Okay, so you may not see where this ends because the colors are kind of similar, but oh, it's showing up there. Okay, this is where the blue, that's that page. So you basically measure side to side, that's 7.5, and up and down, and that is 7 and oh, almost 7.5. It's almost like square. Hello. Okay, my other one was smaller, so I pre-cut this so you wouldn't be like bored to death. So maybe I shouldn't have because now it's too small. See, I thought I was being smart. I outsmarted myself. Okay, so maybe I need to cut another one because I do need it to be, you know, fit exact. See how, yeah, I need to cut another one. All right, let me remeasure this and you guys chit chat while I go zip zap this again before so I don't make a mistake a second time because I think you only have like one cardstock left. So this one it's 7.5. It was almost square, right? Yeah, a little short of 7.5. 7. Okay. All right. I know what to do. You look at this while I go cut my. See if I have another one. Oh, I only had a couple of black cardstock. Now, if you guys don't have black cardstock, you can just get a regular piece of paper and paint it black or red or whatever color you want your screen to be. It does not have to be the color I'm making it. Okay. Did I say 7.5? Oh boy. Okay, let me see here how this is going to work. I hope I don't get too loud because I'm standing up so I'm close to the mic. I'll try not to talk loud until I sit down because I figure I'm going to have to go and trim it a little bit. That's not too bad that way, but up and down, I need to shave off a little bit off the top and bottom. I mean the side and the bottom. Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. All right. And I'm kind of selfishly showing this to you now because I just made this and it's the first time I've done it and I know I'll forget what I did. So I needed to do it while it was fresh on my mind. Oh, always the selfish one. Okay. Oh, I might not have to. Oh, maybe it goes this way. It's so close. Holy moly. So, you just basically have to keep running back and forth. If you can't measure, like I can't, obviously. Okay, so it's okay that way. It's still a little bit goofy this way. I need to put my up and my down so I don't mess it up. Because I could just see myself going back and forth, cutting and cutting, and then all of a sudden it doesn't fit no matter which way. Okay, I need to cut a little bit off the top. So as you can see, giving you a measurement would not have made any difference. Okay, so this is pretty good, I think. Yeah, this will work. And then I can always trim it from the back if it doesn't look that good once we glue it down. All right, so now what you need to decide is what kind of paper you have, because I can't show it to you now because it's all glued down. But there is going to be in my case, a white sheet. Yours does not have to be white, but there's going to be a white piece of paper that is going to be glued across the entire back after we do the cutout, because this is not glued on top. This is behind, if you know what I mean. I cut out the rectangles to expose the paper behind. Okay. Anyway. So you could use, if you're going to have the background be white, it could be copy paper. It could, it could be anything you want. It just happened that I had some of this, what is this? I had some rice paper. So just so I could add to the feel of authenticity, I decided, oh, I'll use the rice paper. Okay, so I cut this out for the other one, which now obviously, it was too small. So I need to cut another one because it needs to be, really, really close to the dimension of this so that, anyway, yeah, it needs to be as close as possible. So let me cut another one of that at the proper width. And then I'll come back and see what you guys have asked me because I haven't looked. Okay, so I'm just going to lay this black piece on top, cardstock on top of this, and just cut whatever it says. No measuring, just visually cut it the same, going by the marks here on my paper cutter. All right, let me double check before I show you that I don't know what I'm doing. Needs to be trimmed a tiny bit more. Okay, I think maybe I've got it. It doesn't look too square, but oh well. And let me put a little mark here or I'll make a mistake for sure. I already know myself. I'm not going to deny all my mistakes. Okay. All right. So you can see that it's just a hair smaller, narrower than the black. All right. And because I get easily confused, I just made sure I put an arrow so that I'm not, because it's so close to the same of being square, so I don't start putting it the wrong way. I know this has to go up. I did the same thing with this one because I knew I would confuse myself, so I know that goes up. All right, so this is the base of how you're going to do this. Now, you can do this two different ways. If you have an aversion to cutting, like me, you can glue all these parts just on top of the cardstock. But because I wanted the feel of the dimension, because I'm working with the cardstock, and when, I really like things that are really textile. And so, textile, no, is that the right word? Textual? Who knows? Who cares? You know what I mean. Uh, it just feels good, because you can feel that this paper is behind this, and it just kind of adds to it. But if you don't want to go through all the trouble of cutting it out, you can, avoid the next step completely and then cut everything out and just glue it up on top. But we'll do it first where we cut it out in case that's the way you want to do it. And so I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so let me see if I have any questions. Probably not. You guys take care of each other. Let me see. Okay, so if you just got here, this is what we're going to be making. We're going to be making this screen to put inside of our Asian journal. And I think it's kind of cool. Okay. Now here comes the part. Be patient with me because I know I'm going to screw it up majorly. But let's go for it. All right. So the first thing you do is make sure you're going in the right direction. We're going up and down. We're going to fold this in half. And I'm so bad at measuring. I saw someone say scoreboard. If you're good at it, bring it out. It'll be helpful. But I'm telling you the truth. It messes me up more than it helps me. So I'm just being honest with you. It messes me up. And then we just fold it in one more time into the center. So we have our 4 equal parts. Again, for those of you that are measuring challenged, like me, this is what we're going to do. So again, if you just got here, whatever size of pages you do, you just open it up measure that, and that's going to be the measurement for this part right here. Yours will all be different. All right, now let me double check before I say something stupid. I think this is all. Let me double check the measurement. Yeah, 1/2 inch. And no, it's 1/4. Wait a minute. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Never mind. I'm even going to tell you what I was doing. Oh, well, you saw what I was doing, right? Let's see. So that's 1/2 inch. Okay. So all the way around the perimeter, we're going to draw. No, stop. Forget what I just said. On either end, we are going to measure in 1/4 inch. All right. That's the first thing we do on either side. So I'm just going to, I don't know, things look so, the lighting is really weird right now. It's like everything looks like a shadow to me. And then it being black does not help. Check your arrow. Make sure you're doing it on the sides, especially if your pages are almost square. Because that's where you're gonna mess up. Trust me. How do I know? I know. That's where you're gonna mess up. And draw that line. I know I'm holding this upside down, but I can see better. It doesn't cast that shadow with that little dimension from this cork. All right, so that's 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch. So that you don't mess up on your 1/4 of your inches. You can do this one of two ways. Whoops. Because what you're going to want is we're going to mark a line from the folds. We're going to go 1/4 inch on each side. So whichever way is easier for you. If you want to put this, on put the 1/4 inch on the center, and that way you have your little mark on either side, or whichever way is easier for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the 1/4 inch right here on this center line. That way, put it up here. That way I just put a mark here on the very edge, and then I put a mark here at the 1/2 inch. So that gives me that 1/4 inch on either side. And then I just do it down here on the bottom again. And then I'll do that on all the folds. And then I'll come back and draw the lines. So, oh, I'm shadow challenged here. I guess because it's the black. And if you guys know an easier way, please do it. Share it with us. If you're in the group and you come up with something that makes it easier, please share. I can barely see that. See, I think because a lot of light is coming in from my window, and my window is over there, and it's casting shadows really bad. See, I messed that up because I saw the shadow wrong. Maybe I should go this way. I can see better. because that other one I just did is crooked. See, this is backwards to me. I'm feeling even more uncoordinated than usual. Yeah, I can't, it's worse that way for me. It's making me go bonkers. If I go crooked, it's okay. Just don't do what I do. Just go on principle what I'm doing. Don't do exactly what I'm doing. All right. It's just a little goofy here. Let me straighten this one out. Ugh, oh well. Okay. Now again, figure out where your top and bottom is. And so on the top and bottom, it is going to be, let me measure again to make sure, because we're talking about cutting stuff. So yeah, it's a 1/2 inch. Yeah, 1/2 inch. So it's a 1/2 inch from here and from here. So it would match the dimension of this. Okay. So let's do that. So we'll draw that line. Hopefully you guys don't have shadows. Okay. Now comes the fun part. You know how much I love that. Hey, Jen. Oh, I'm sorry. I have not looked up. You guys know me already. I'm not being rude. I'm just being me. Hello, everybody that showed up in the last 5 minutes. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Now. Wait. You know how much I love that. But, it's got to be done. Sometimes it just has to be done. Now, it doesn't, okay, now I take that back. It does not have to be done if you like really, really, really have an aversion to it. You can, like I said before, you can cut all this stuff out, pieces of paper out, and glue it on top if the dimensional type of factor is not, what you're worried about. But I just like the way it feels. So, yeah, so don't get all worried if you don't like working with your X-Acto knife, because you really don't have to, but anyway. All right. So now let's see, I gotta be able to see. My goodness. This is crazy. I wish I had a light right here on my desk. You guys can probably see it better than I can. Because I'm looking on my monitor and I actually can see it better. All right. So now we're going to cut. And because I'm scared of the blade, it probably isn't as sharp as it should be, which probably is more dangerous than if it was sharp enough to cut. But all right, so we do that. Ooh, almost. Hello, I'm getting better. So I just kind of cut them all like this, and then I go back and fine tune it. Because if I stick with any one of them, it gets me nervous. I got to keep moving. Oh, and before I forget, make sure you put an X in the big space. Because the first one I did, I cut all these things off, and then I cut these and took these out. That's not what you're supposed to do. So make sure you put an X on the big stuff so you remember that's what you're going to be cutting out. Oh, yes. Learn from me. Learn from me. Or else you would be very upset, especially if you don't like working with the X-Acto knife to begin with. Okay, that was the one that was crooked. Let's see if I can straighten it out a little bit. I got a phone call yesterday from one of my best friends that's still living the life in Hawaii. Her and I used to hang out and run all over the place together. And she's sending me a package. She wouldn't tell me what was in it. It better have macadamia nuts. Chocolate covered macadamia nuts. Although I made the mistake of telling her a couple of conversations ago that, that my husband can't eat sweets because he's diabetic, and you watch. I didn't want Richard to feel bad, so I didn't send you any candy. She better not have done that. Anyway, so now let's do the bottom part and see that we don't make a mistake. Make sure that when you cut, you're cutting the big pieces, not the little ones. I better look up and see if anybody's asked anything. Probably not. All I see is hello, hello, hi, hi, hello, 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 hello. Oh, what is an Asian caboodle kit? Oh, Vanessa, I'm so glad you asked. I put kits out once a month, and this particular one just happened to be Asian, and I call them caboodle kits because the way I look at it, I put a little bit of everything in there. And my grandmother had an old saying when it was everything. She said, it's the whole kit and caboodle. And I didn't realize that I said that all the time until my husband reminded me. And he says, why don't you call them Kaboodle kits? It's the whole kit and caboodle, right? I go, oh, my goodness. Okay. So every month we have a different Kaboodle kit going on. And right now we are working on our Asian Kaboodle kit. And I sell them in my shop. Okay. Well, and I need to talk to you guys about that too. Once I can concentrate and talk to you and not worry about cutting my finger off. Did I do this already? No. No? Oh, I did. Oh my goodness, I'm so much further ahead than I thought. Okay, so, oh, hey. Well, hello. Last time it was like it didn't go all the way through. I must be getting more X-Acto knife confident. Well, look at that puppy, how it's just coming out. Ta-da! Uh-oh, I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. But see, at least you got to see that the possibility is there to be easy. My goodness, what is this one made out of? Holy moly. Okay, this is weird. Gotta get out the big guns. Let's see if I can do it with this or not. Probably not. I don't want to bend things. So some of these goofy papers, you bend them and then they don't come back. Oh, that didn't cut it all. Okay. We'll clean that up later. Let's see how this one looks. And you ladies with your scan-in cuts, you probably could make these really simple. We're getting there. Yay! Put the cover back on the X-Acto knife. Okay. Now we just have to go clean it up a little bit. If you're using a really good X-Acto knife, you probably don't have to clean it up. And depending on what kind of paper you're using, this is cardstock, so it leaves off all those little fibers. And again, if you don't have any cardstock or anything, you can just colored cardstock. You can paint it or use some kind of scrapbook paper you like. All depends on the look you're going for. But I wanted this to, you know, look like the black lacquer on some of the screens. All right. So we have that. It's still a little messy down here. And you can keep cleaning it up, depending how fussy you are. You be cleaning it all day long. But I'm going to call that done for right now. Okay. What did I do next? Oh, yeah. Okay. So now you are, you can decide if you're going to, when you go to decorate this, let me see, I'm doing this up and down, up and down. So that when you go to decorate this, now you have to like make a decision. This is decision time. And the choice will be, do you want the decoration be just in that panel like I did here? Like now you can kind of visualize more what I did here. It doesn't look so abstract. What I did with this one is I cut, hold on, let me get some of those. Remember these that came in your kit? Oops, I just tore it. These that came in your kit, what I did is I cut that into 4 pieces and then I glued it into these panels here, those 4 pieces, because I wanted to have that kind of a panel look. Well, there's also, you know, a look with the screens where there's like a mural and it goes completely across it. So if you were wanting to go with that mural kind of effect, which I think that's what we'll do, so you'll see it both ways, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one of these napkins that was in the kit. And I think this would look really pretty for me to cut different pieces of this and put it back here and create sort of like a mural effect and then lay this on top. And I'm thinking it's going to look pretty cool. And if it doesn't, well, then, I'll just delete the video. Okay, okay, okay. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to create a little mural for this. And if you have any questions, um, just go ahead and put it in caps so I can see it. Make sure I'm going the right direction. There we go. And I'm just going to tear it like we all do. Create a little mural. We had rain all last night, and it's still a little nippy. But today's Sunday. Tuesday, it's supposed to be 80 degrees. So I don't know. I can't keep up with this weather. But my rust garden really likes it. It's getting a little bit of rain. And then the sun comes out and gets it all crunchy and crispy. And then we get another little bit of rain and it gets rustier. So I'm not going to complain. Okie dokie. I think I'll start with that and then I'll fill it in a little bit with a couple of the blossoms. I think that'll work. Get something a little stiffer to work on. And because I don't want to have to wait for it to dry, because I'm doing it with you guys, I'm just going to use the glue stick because that dries quicker. September. Our dogs were all having a fit the other night. I think that something got underneath our house, some kind of animal, because we have hardwood floors and we have a really, how old is our house? Like 120 years old. And it has a space underneath. It's about maybe 3 feet high off the ground. So, if something managed to get in there, they got a lot of room to run around and play, whatever it was. But anyway, the dogs, because the kind of nose they have and the kind of ears they have, they were sniffing going all over the floor and going crazy because they could smell that little varmint underneath the house. And I don't know for how many hours they did that. I was exhausted just watching them. And finally, either the animal was gone or they were just exhausted and they all just laid down and passed out. They were so tired. And one of the dogs was getting mad. He was starting to growl. It was really agitating him that he couldn't, physically get to it. Okay. Now we'll put this one up here. I think that'll look pretty cool. Ooh, cherry blossoms on vellum. That would be gorgeous. And we got a few more, fill in some more gaps. I don't know. Every time I get on live with you guys, I start getting hungry. I don't understand it. Like right now, I'm thinking, what am I going to eat? Hey, what was that? I don't know. Okay, so when you've got some of it done, then you can start positioning your screen over it and see if there's other places that you want to fill in the gap with. Holy moly, look how cute that looks. I think it was a good idea, huh? Gonna rub these down. Maybe fill in a few little gaps over here. Otherwise, it's looking pretty good. Let me get some of these wrinkles out here. All right. Let's see what we can do over here. Oops. It looks a little bit of a gaping hole right here. And let's fill that little hole. Tiny bit right here. A little small flower, just a little one. Will do the trick. Oops. There. And let's see. Maybe, whoops, maybe a little bit right there. You gotta be real gentle with this because it's still not completely dry underneath. You could lift it up real easily. Okay, I think that might do it. Although I'm going to end up filling up the whole thing. Why not? Why not? It's my screen. I can do what I want. Right? Right. I can do whatever I want. Oops. Okay. I think that is enough of that. So now I just need to trim off anything that's hanging over. Whoops, that was too much. Okay. So I think I would call the gluing part done. That's right, Elizabeth. It's my party. I can do what I want. Okay, watch your ears. I'm going to dry this a little bit. Okay. No stuffs that didn't glue, so just rip it off. Don't want to add any more glue. I'm dry. All right, so this goes which way? Where's my arrow? It goes that way. Oh, doesn't that look cool? Very cool. Very cool. I like it. I don't care what anybody else says. All right, we're almost done. So now what I did, and I will do it again because I think it worked last time just fine, is I'm just going to get, because I try to do it as less, glues that aren't so wet. All I did was, again, put glue on all this, glue stick, and put it on here. And it has held up just fine. So we'll just go ahead and do that again. I'm just going to get a piece of, where's my paper I was using? It's probably glued in there somewhere. Where'd it go? I don't know where it went. Where did my gluey paper go? Uh-oh. Well, I got to get another one. What I do is I go through the books. If there's a page I know I absolutely am not going to use, then I just rip it out and use it for my gluing. Whoops. All right. And because things tend to dry kind of fast, I did half of it and put it on and then did the other half. You don't have to. It's just, I was just being, I think, overly cautious maybe. Well, it was the first time I did it, so I was scared to death I was going to mess up the whole thing. Let's just be honest. I was afraid I was going to mess up the whole thing. So let's just do the whole thing and see what happens. Let's just do the whole thing, see what happens. Okay, so right side up. Maybe I should do it this way. Right side up, right side up. Try to line it up as much as possible. If it goes over, we can always trim it. We just don't want it to be too much into the cut. It can be over the cut. That's not a problem. Okay. Beautiful so far. So let's trim this. This went over a little bit. All right. Make sure everything is down flat. All right, so now what we need to do is refold this now, and the center goes up when we put it in our book. It needs to be folded that way. So where did I lose my bone folder? Oops. So we have that. So we want this one folding the opposite direction. Here's a little bit of residue of glue, which there is. Make sure it doesn't stick together. Not sure where that glue came from, but it is not our friend. Alrighty. Whoops. Well, let the glue dry before you start folding it. Yes, that would be probably a good thing to do. Let the glue dry. Getting a little ahead of myself here. And that came up. Let me get some glue on there. Yes, that is an important step. Let the glue dry. Let the glue dry, Rosemary. I think I lifted that one way up, way too soon. Now, how am I going to get glue down there? Oh, well, maybe I won't put this one in the book that I'm selling. I'll make another one because I'm afraid it might fall apart. All right, so let's let that dry just a little bit. Watch your ears. Up for a second. Okay, let me see if there's any questions. No questions so far. Okay. Good night, Angie. Okay. Let's see. Should I dare fold it yet? I don't know if it's dry, but for the sake of this demonstration, let yours really like fully dry. All right. Let it fully dry. Okay. Where's the book? Where's the book? And where was the page I picked? Oh no, I measured it for a certain page. Oh, I think that was it. Was that it? I think so. I think it was that blue one, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. If it's not, it is now. Oh yeah, that was behind it. Okay. We're where we're supposed to be. Ta-da! This out of the way. And because I didn't want to use the glue and I didn't want to, and I'd run out of my score tape. So I wasn't able to use that. So what I actually used, where's my tape? Where's the tape? Where's the tape? I just used regular old double-sided tape and it's holding it up just fine. So that's what we're going to do. And so we're going to put that right there. You can use glue or tape, whatever you feel comfortable with. Okay, so just put some tape along this edge or glue, whatever it is you prefer. Make sure, well, this doesn't have it up and or down, but if it has a certain design going a certain direction, make sure you've got the right side going up. Because once you put this down, you won't be able to pick it up. You know how that goes. And then just kind of put it on the edge. And then do the same thing on the other side. All right, so now do the same thing. And make sure you're looking at, the right page because you got several pages there. And sometimes they hang over or they're the same color and you might get a little confused. I almost did that on my other one, so I know. Glue that down. And you have your screen that opens up. Now on this one, I put little pieces of fabric to kind of dress it up a little bit. So let's see what colors we have that might look kind of cute on this one. Let's see what we got. I may not have anything that goes with it because this is more delicate, That other one is, well, I could go kind of crazy like I like to go with colors. This needs to be a little more subtle. I don't think there's any subtle. Oh, there's some green. Ooh, that might look. I don't think I have enough though. I need to look in my other bag of scraps and see if I have something. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Uh-oh. I thought it was here. Huh. Underneath it, of course. No, these aren't any. These are just as bright because I like bright colors. Let's see if anything goes with that. Can I get enough pieces out of this? Maybe I can't get enough of that. Don't need a lot. Well, it's supposed to be this side, but this green might look. This side might go with it. There's nothing else in that one. Let me go check one more. Whoops! And then, well, I did get that Happy Mail. Let me check the Happy Mail. I got some fabric. I forget what color it was. Ooh! Sorry, I put it back in the bag. This was the Happy Mail. Happy Mail fabric. Actually, I don't know. This actually might look kind of cool. They're going to be so tiny you won't see any design. But, ooh, this might look cool. I actually kind of like that. Because this has red. There's no red. That's just all pink. All right. So, you guys get to vote. See how this has some green in it. And then this one. So we have A and we have B. Go. Which one should I use on here? The one with the little bit of green is A, and then more of the gold is B. Okay, it's not even close. Oh, I know, this is beautiful, but you know, it really doesn't, I mean, it's gorgeous, but it doesn't go with really anything. It's my fave too. Okay, we'll do this. And what I did on this one is I just cut little pieces and put it on the top and the bottom. So that's what I'll do for this one too. And I did it with the pinking shears because this fabric, you know, it shreds so much. So that's what I'll do. Now I gotta find my pinking shears underneath all this mess. We were here a few moments ago. Hello, 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 where are you? Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. Underneath my paper that I was gluing with that I just threw to the side. Let me make a little path here to all my mess. All right, so let me cut a little piece. Let me trim this. Yeah, I think that'll look cute. Sandra. Yeah, everybody was right. It was this one. It was just a little too busy. And then you wouldn't have seen any of the design anyway, the way it ended was going to end up getting cut. And the colors weren't right. Oops. Okie dokie. I like it. So we'll glue that down. What did I do to that? I got to put something on it. It's flat and got all squished. All right. So you can use whatever you want. You use fabric tack or glue. I'm just going to use the glue because I'm afraid the fabric tack is going to stain that. You know how that goes. think I want some coffee. I always want tea, but I'm in the mood for coffee. Oops. Okie dokie. Got 2 more to go. Man, even with cutting with the pinking shears, stuff's falling all over the place. Okay, right side up. And there we go. Now on this one, I put little tabs on there so you wouldn't always be pulling on this. So I think I might do the same thing on this one. I think it serves its purpose. So you're not grabbing it from the actual screen. Yeah, I think I will. I think I will. Just use the same fabric. And kind of sort of cut them the same length. And that seems to be sticking okay. The other one stuck good too. I'll just use the same glue. What the heck? Why not? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I got the wrong side. I got both sides. I got both sides and now it's sticking to my fingers. Well, maybe this wasn't a good idea to do it with this glue. It'll work. It was just a little klutzy there for a second. It'll work good. Okay. Other one. Okay, that'll take less stress off the actual screen when you want to open and close it. Yeah. Yep. Okay. All right. So on this one, I put a little bit of stamping, but I don't think I want that on this one. So I'm just going to leave that the way it is because the mural look, I don't think calls for stamping like the other one did. Yay! We actually did it. First time. Didn't have to do it twice because of mistakes. Anyway, I think you guys can do it. You have to be careful, but it's not hard. You know what I'm saying? It's not, it's just, you just can't rush it. Because then, you know, you're asking for mistakes. So who's going to try it? Who's going to try and put it in their book? Oh, and this one I put a little tassel-y thing. I just punched a little hole and then put one of those bulb pins and made a little tassel there. So that might be something you might want to do with some of the beads that were in your kit. You might want to make a little hole there. And if you're wondering, well, where am I going to put a tassel on this? Well, that might be a nice cute little place to put it. I want to see pictures of that one, Sandra. It's going to look good. And, and keep in mind, um, the things that we put inside of it, made it obviously an Asian feel. But you can put this in all your journals, whatever the theme of your journal is, you can have that in there. I was just thinking earlier that I'm going to put one of these in the funky fish one, and I'm going to have the fish kind of floating around, so it'll sort of look like you're in like an um, what do you call it? Like an aquarium, and you're seeing through the panes of the glass and you got the funky fish going across. So I'm definitely going to do that in that journal. So, oh, cool. That'll be fun. So I think I'm going to make me a cup of coffee. Oh, and if you guys still have one of these napkins, this would look really pretty in the background. If you don't want to use this napkin, this one, whoops, goes this way. This would look really cool with all the lanterns back there hanging down. Yep. Yep. I think so. I might have to just stick a lantern on here somewhere anyway. Hmm. Uh-oh. I may not do it, but I'm at least going to sit them on top of there because now it's just going to bug me. Let me get the back of this off. Yeah, don't you like the one about the fish? It just seems so obvious. The fish, the little fishy should be back there. Okay, let's see. I'm not going to glue it if it doesn't look good. But I'm just going to sit them up top, see how it looks. And see what I would do. I'd get a string or something to make it look like it was hanging. Now, in my vision, it looks cool, but it may not look cool for real. It might be too clashy. It might need a different background. The concept will work, but maybe with a different background. Something you might want to consider when you're making yours. Let's see, let's have it hanging down here somewhere. Let's see, it's probably too, the other ones are too big. And they would have had like being behind it. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work. But it would work really cool with a different background, I think. I like the idea. I might have to make another one. Oops. Oops, I tore that one. That's not going to work. Oh well. That one's ruined. Never mind. Next. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't think it works with that background, right? Oh no. Elizabeth, what state are you in? I forget. CJ goes, no. I agree. But I like the idea with a different background. I think it would look really cool. Hmm. Yeah, I agree. What would look pretty cool is if you had like if you had some vellum, something that you could see through, and put this on the vellum, and then the pages in the back, paint them a gold or a silver, so it would, because light, comes through here, and then you could maybe have like the illusion of it illuminating. Wouldn't that be cool? Oh yeah, that would be a cool idea. So one of you ladies do it and let us know how that comes out. Those of you that have the napkins. So later on today, I'll figure out, I got to trim all that off. See if I have some kind of little dangly to put on here. I don't have anything around here unless, oh, wait a minute. In the Happy Mail, in the same, in the same box was this, remember? Maybe I could make a dangly out of this. A couple of these pieces. You never know. I'll have to work on that. I think it'll work. And there's even like a little clippity clip thing here. I could take that off or leave that on. Take one of them off because it's too much. And then maybe cut half of these off and do some kind of a little. Well, that will have to take some contemplating, but I think I will. I'm going to end up doing something like that. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. See, you just never know what you can do with that Happy Mail stuff. Let's see. Let's see what this looks like. And then I need to take that out. Ooh, that's strong. Oh, oh. Mm. I think I'm going to need a major tool for that. That isn't finger wire. That is tool wire. Okay, so I don't know if this is too gigantic. It might be too gigantic to be a little dangly thing there. It's too big, huh? Because it'd be hanging off like that somewhere, getting all in the way. What do you guys think? I have to think about that one. I reined it in a little bit. Yeah, me too, Betty. It's like, yeah, kinda, but it wasn't like, oh, yes, 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 yes. If it doesn't say yes, 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 yes to me, I kind of don't do it. I walk away from it, come back, see if I like it. Because I can kind of take it or leave it. Mostly leave it. I like the flowers, but I'm just not sure I like it there. Although when I pick it up and look at it this way, it does look kind of cool. Oh, I actually do like it this way. When I'm look at it like this, I don't like it, but when I hold it up the way you would look through your book, I like it. Well, you never know. It might end up in there. Well, I'm putting something either way. Let's go ahead and put the hole. Even if it's not that one, it's going to be something. So let's put the hole and see what it looks like with the little whatchamacallit, holding it in there. Because that'll give it a whole different look. me go get one of those pins. Yeah, not bad. I'll leave it there. And then if I change my mind, I'll just make something different to put there. But I kind of like it. It's growing on me. Yeah, it's kind of cute. Yay! Okay, I'm just gonna leave it there for now. And I can always make something different and change it out. So anyway, I hope um I made it somewhat that you can understand how to do it. I know sometimes when I watch tutorials of things that I haven't done before, sometimes I get lost, like, wait a minute, didn't you skip a part? Because I don't know what's happening next. So I hope you guys make some. And like I say, put them in different journals and see what kind of theme and idea you come up with. And those of you that are doing the funky fish with us, we'll do our own little aquarium with the funky fish going across there. And I think it'd be kind of fun. Thank you, Sue. So let's see how they look when you close them. And there you go. You've got your little danglies there on the side. You got the little bit of your fabric. Can't hardly see it on the monitor, but you got little pieces of fabric there, and I think it looks pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. If you guys don't have any other questions, it only took me 2 hours to do that. Oh my goodness. I hope it doesn't take you guys that long. All right. Oh, yes, I was going to ask a question. I forgot. There was something I was going to ask you guys. Um, um, okay, let me see. I don't really know how to formulate the question. Maybe I need to write something down so it makes sense even to me. Okay, in usually what we've been doing is on the second Wednesday of each month, we've been doing the tutorials. Okay. Oops. We've been doing the tutorials. Don't look at my mess up. We've been doing the tutorials second Wednesday of each month. All right. And then shortly after that, I show what the following month's kit is going to be, and then I put it in the shop. And then you guys start buying it right away. So let's say the tutorial was on, just to give it a date. Let's say it was on the 12th. Well, by the 13th and 14th, you guys are already saying, what's next month? What's next month? What's it going to be? What's going to be? And then I show you guys, oh, we want it now. We want it now. So by let's say like the 16th or the 17th, you guys already want me to post the next month's. Okay, so now by the 20th, some of you already have it. And now you're clamoring at me because you don't want to wait, 3 more weeks until the second week of the next month. Are you following me so far? So, um, so then, okay, so by the 25th, most of you, like, or 20 or 25th, a lot of you people have your stuff already. So now, if I were to change that and say, okay, well, we'll do it on the first Wednesday, then a week and a half later, you'd be clamoring, and now it's, where's the next one? So I'm leading up to is, do we need to change the dates we do this stuff, or how often we do it, or what? Um, I hope you understand even what I'm asking, because I don't really know how to articulate what I'm trying to say. Um, yeah, something to think about. Something that you guys want to think about. Because someone said, because let's face it, not everybody is going to want every kit I put out there, because it's not your, not your style, or not your theme, or you're just not interested. And so you may not get the next month one, and then, you're wanting, well, when's the next one going to come, because you didn't get the one you didn't like, right? So someone had asked me, um, if I could put 2 kits a month together, because you may not want one, but you want the other. And to tell you the truth, that's not like such a big deal for me, because I have so many ideas, right? I got plenty of ideas. I got enough ideas for like the whole rest of the year. Um, but I don't know what the rest of you think about that, because if you are the type that's going to like them all, but then, okay, that's too many now, 2 a month. Everybody's got a budget, you know. Um, I don't know. I'm just talking out loud to you guys. That's all. I'm just talking out loud. Huh. I wasn't exactly saying that, Susan, but no. Oh. No, it isn't, Sue. It isn't a hassle to do it the first Wednesday. It's just that after we do it on the first Wednesday, then I've already got several people asking me, when's the next kit coming out? So it really doesn't matter what day we do the tutorial for that month's kit. They're already ready for the next month's kit, and it's barely going to be the first week of the month. You see what I'm saying? Which makes me feel good. It makes me feel happy that, you guys are enjoying the kits and you can't wait till the next one. So it isn't like, oh my goodness, they're driving me crazy. No, it's, I take it as a compliment that you're having fun and you're enjoying what's going on. So, you know, um, that's why I'm putting it out there, because I've already got a list like that will carry me through the whole rest of the year of ideas I have, and I still have more ideas. So it isn't like I'm going to run out of ideas if I have to do 2 a month. You know, um, it's just that I don't want to be putting them out there if now you guys, oh wait a minute, I can't afford. If I like both of them, I can't afford it. Slow down, and I get that too. I understand that. So, so what we normally do, what I say normally, I just started this in January. So that's why I don't have definitive answers for all this, because I'm learning as we go along. We're all learning together how this is going to work out. But what we normally have done in the past is the second Wednesday of each month, because in my mind we were going to do the tutorial once a month, and I usually it's at least 2 days that we do something. And with this one, I've been adding a few little things here and there. So it's been a little bit more than that. And that's how we originally were going to do it. The kits would go out toward the first, give time for everybody to get their stuff, and then we do the tutorial the second Wednesday of the month. But then once we do that tutorial, everybody's ready for the for the next kit. So that's where I'm trying to that's what I'm trying to figure out. How to keep everybody happy, but not put a burden on those that would like the kits but financially can't afford to get 2 kits a month. That's pretty much bluntly what I'm trying to figure out in my head what to do. No, today is that's what I'm saying, Sandra. In my state it is. No, these are add-on tutorials. I just came up with this today, and I thought I'd better show them before I forget how I did it. Yeah, it's Thursday. Don't you know? Oh, God. But anyway, I'm just putting it out there for you guys to let you know that I am thinking about it. I'm trying to come up with a solution that will work for, the majority. That so I'm just putting it out there because it's you guys. I mean, you're the ones that it doesn't matter to me either way. Bottom line, it doesn't matter to me. I just need to know what the majority want, and then I'll work accordingly. So, Sandra, was Laura not feeling well today? Is that what happened this morning? Or I shouldn't say, I didn't get a notification, so I'm not getting notifications for a lot of people. I shouldn't. I'm just assuming you didn't go on. You may have gone on and I just didn't see you. Well, anyway, you guys think about it. I'm working on yeah, exactly, CJ. But like I was thinking, not everybody's going to like every single one of my kits anyway, though. You know what I mean? I don't think everybody's going to be. Oh, I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. Oh, okay. Well, as long as she's okay. They're probably running around picking up stray dogs. Oh. Okay, then. Ooh, look how pretty this looks together. See how accidents happen? Look at that. If that isn't pretty, I don't know what is. Ooh, I'm going to have to make another Asian journal. Look how pretty. This could be the whole cover. Oh my goodness. This is so pretty. Oh, I'm sorry. I was chit-chatting. I saw somebody ask about international. I do international. And if what is in the kit lies really, really, really flat, I'm able to send it as a large envelope, which really cuts down on the shipping. It could be, like under $10, which for international, that's very cheap. But if it's bulky, like some of them have been, it has to be a package. Um, and right away, it's already $17 to most countries. So what I've done with a few of my international ones, I'll hold up on sending the kit until we have two kits together, because two kits will ship for the same amount as one kit. And so that's something that if you're interested, we might be something you might want to consider. Um, having me hold it until the next kit comes out, and then having them shipped together. And that the shipping will be at least half the price, at the very least. Betty, yeah, you'd like the reruns, don't you? Hey, we're just getting ready to leave, Johnny. I thought you wanted noise in the background while you're doing invoicing, or were you already listening? Did you see my Soji screen? That's funny. Oh my goodness. Okay. Johnny wants me to close down ship. Okay, I'm going to show you what I did, Johnny, and then we'll go to your place. You have to wait. We did a shoji screen on our in our Asian books. This is the one we did live, and this is the one. This is one I did before. And they were fun. And I think the ladies can make them. And we're going to make an aquarium with our funky fish, with the same. Okay. Johnny wants us to spend money over at her place now. It wasn't good enough just to be having fun crafting. No. Now we have to go and spend money. What's new? Oh, the flower trinket. Oh, yeah. Flower. Oh, the trinket. Oh. See, I'm forgetting what I did. And we did a little flowery thingamajigger on this one, and we did a little tassel and bead thing with this one. Ta-da! Okay, give her 5. We'll be out of here. Everybody go take a potty break, get your coffee, see what your balance is on your credit card, and we'll meet you over there. If there's a person, which I doubt very much, that doesn't know who Johnny is, just go over there by her name. It'll take you to her channel, and she'll be on there hawking her goods in about 5 minutes. Okay, ladies, thank you for coming by. I had a lot of fun. Be thinking about we were talking about as far as the kits and stuff like that, what you guys want to do. I'll go and do whatever is best for the majority. It doesn't matter to me either way. All right, ladies, thanks again, and talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.